What's that LED light you got in your simulator game of muscle? What do you use it for? Is it good? And where can I get one from? That's what you keep asking me. I'm going to tell you about it in this video.
The beautiful box of illumination that has been bedazzling you whilst I've been live streaming and doing videos is of course the 3D SimGear LED flag, which at its core is an array of 8x8 super bright LEDs mounted in a 3D printed box that then connects to your PC via USB cable. This USB cable provides the power to the LEDs, but also allows the incredible SimHub software to see the 3D SimGear LED flag and then display what you want to have displayed on it. Now, with it being called the LED flag, you might think, oh, I can only display flags on it, but no, as you can see from the video, it also works to display a spotter, so we can see there's cars to the right of us right there, and it also works to show you what gear you're currently in, and you can also have it flash to let you know that it's indeed time to change gear. And you'll be glad to know it can do all those things while still displaying flags. Green flags, white flags, blue flags, red flags, yellow flags, all the flags are fully represented. And as you'll see here, the yellow flag has a nice fancy animation on it, so you're not going to miss it, and you're going to be well aware of any accidents that have happened on the track in front of you, maybe hidden behind a corner or something. Now, those of you that are miserable and cynical might say, you idiot, there's already a flag on the screen that you can see, and you can see your gear on the screen. Why do you need any more? I mean, you've even got gears and flags on your steering wheel. Well, my answer to those people would be, first of all, someone might not have a steering wheel with the adequate LED lighting on it. And secondly, the brightness of this LED flag box is such that you don't even need to be looking at it to be fully aware of what's going on, which is fantastic for people as dumb as me. I don't know about you guys, but I typically fall into some kind of coma-like state whilst I'm playing driving sims, which can make it quite easy to not notice certain flags as they pop up. Especially blue flags when you're trying hard to be fast, but the reality is you're deathly slow. Personally, I also find if I'm super focused on racing and what's going on in the race, having something flash red to let me know that I'm actually on the limiter and I really need to shift gear is really nice and allows my 5 brain cells to just rest and focus on turning the steering wheel and pushing the pedals at the correct time. And honestly, I've actually been quite surprised how I've got used to having this little flag box with the gears, shifters and the spotters on it, and I would actually now keep it on the rig, and I really don't need any more USB devices. If I see another USB cable, I'm just going to have a mental breakdown, but I would put this on any rig now, so it's actually pretty awesome. Now, of course, it's not perfect though. Obviously it's 3D printed, so it has that kind of 3D printedness to it. Not that that gets in the way of when you're actually using it, because you can't really see it that clearly when you're using it because the LEDs are lighting it up and it's black. But if you're to look at it closely and feel it, you know, you can see the 3D printed lines on it. Also, the USB cable does stick out of one of the sides of it. Now, you can orientate it in any way you want, but I think in some ways it would have been nicer if the USB cable plugged in the back or was just a little bit more subtle. And my last critical comment would be that the LEDs are too bright. I run them on the lowest setting and that is bright enough for me. Even on 20% you could point this towards the moon and people would think it was daytime from the reflection of the LED lights off the moon. It's absurdly bright. Now, the downside is when you run it on the lowest setting, you don't quite get the full range of colours that the LEDs could potentially use. You have to have it on a higher setting to see all the colours properly. But for stuff like the flags, the gear shifters and everything you see in the videos of my live streams, that is me using it on the lowest setting. So it's still perfectly fine. It's just that that aspect of it is not perfect, shall we say. I guess if you sim race with your eyes closed and you want to be able to see flags through your eyelids, then by all means turn up the brightness. Now there's not much really more to say about it, to be honest. As far as 8x8 arrays of LED lights go, it's a pretty good 8x8 array of LED lights. It does have 2 attachment points on it actually, so you can use like an angle to attach it to a T-slot rig, or just attach it directly to a T-slot rig. And also it's so light you could stick it to a rig if you wanted to. Just 3M sticky tape would hold it on. So you've got loads of options for actually mounting it to anything you want. You could put it behind a monitor, and if you actually put the brightness up, you could probably put it pointing at the ceiling and you'll be able to see the room light up in the colours of the flags. So, you know, it just does. It does what it says on the tin, you know. I think the vast majority of people would be really happy with it if they were looking for this sort of thing. Now, of course, 3D Sim Gear sent me this one to review or to stick on my rig. They have also donated whilst I've been live streaming, so you really can't trust anything you see on the internet. So you shouldn't take my word for this. You should check out other reviews of it, see what other people say before forming your final opinion on this, if you're sort of on the cusp of buying one. But if you are going to buy one, by all means, check out the link in the description to the 3D Sim Gear shop. It will have the current price, and if you put your country on there, you'll be able to see what the shipping costs are. Obviously, it's going to cost more if you're further away from where they manufacture these LED flag boxes. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll endeavour to answer them. There could be questions about life, the meaning of things, you know, your average existential crises that people have on the internet. It could be that, or you could write a question about this LED flag box and I'll try and answer that. Obviously other people that own one, they'll probably be in the comments as well and they can answer your questions. That's how it goes in the sim racing world. People just want to help each other ruin their lives. So yeah, there you go guys. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking the like button. You can't click a dislike button because YouTube got rid of that. Well, you can click it, but nothing will happen. Until the next one, happy tea drinking, happy LED light illumination, and goodbye.